I unequivocally reiterate to all actors in this conflict that civilians must not be targeted. It is imperative that Israel, Hamas, and all Palestinian armed groups strictly abide by applicable norms of international humanitarian law and international human rights law. This entails applying the principles of distinction between civilians and combatants, and between civilian objects and military objectives, proportionality, and precautions in attack. Respect for the right to life of civilians, including children, should be a foremost consideration. Not abiding by these principles may amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. The current conflict and destruction comes at a time when Gaza is still recovering from repeated escalations of hostilities with Israel. The crippling effects of the Israeli blockade and other measures linked to the Israeli occupation of Gaza suppress the ability of the people to go about their daily lives and prevent them from rebuilding their lives and communities after repeated military operations. I reiterate my numerous calls for this blockade to be lifted once and for all. The scenes we witness from afar here in Geneva or around the world via the 24-hour news channels and social media provide only brief glimpses of the daily reality of conflict for Palestinians and for Israelis. A 7-year-old Palestinian child in Gaza has never known life outside occupation and is already living through her or his third experience of a major Israeli military operation, including the so-called operations Cast-Lead in 2009 and Pillar of Defense in 2012, with all the unimaginable death, destruction, terror, and the lifelong consequences that they inflicted. Both Palestinians and Israelis deserve better than a life of chronic insecurity and recurring escalation in hostilities.